You've probably heard the stories. Cavemen huddled in dark caves, grunting through a life of fear, cold, and hunger. Nothing but sticks, stones, and fire. But tonight, we're going back 10,000 years. Not to a land of brutes, but to a time of change, ingenuity, and resilience. This isn't the story you've seen in cartoons. This is real. Humans, modern, thoughtful, intelligent, adapting to one of the most dramatic environmental shifts in history. No cities, no machines, just people, the earth, and time. So, before we begin, settle in. Adjust your blanket. Sink into your bed. Let your eyes grow heavy and your breath slow down. We're leaving behind your room, your town, your present. Let it all fade. Tonight, you're traveling somewhere older than memory, a time where the world was still waking from its icy slumber. Let's go back. It's early morning. Pale light seeps through the seams of your hide-covered shelter. You're wrapped in a cocoon of furs, body warmed by those sleeping nearby. It's not a bed. It's a woven mat of dried reeds, moss, and bark laid carefully on the ground. Around you are the soft, rhythmic sounds of your family's breathing. Your cousin mumbles in sleep. A child shifts under a blanket. Somewhere outside, a bird calls its morning song. You stretch beneath your coverings. There's a dull ache in your shoulder. Yesterday's gathering trip was long, but it's a good ache. A full body kind of tired that means you contributed, that you fed the group. You sit up slowly, careful not to wake the infant curled beside you. The air is cool, damp, smoky from last night's fire. Above you, bundles of dried herbs hang from the ceiling poles. Sage, yarrow, sweetgrass. Their scent mixes with the musk of hide, smoke, and earth. Your shelter is made of willow branches bent into a dome and covered with stitched deer hides. It took weeks to build, but it holds a heat well and keeps out the rain. Not permanent, but not fragile either. Just right for people who move when the seasons change. You push aside the hide flap and step out into the morning. The sun is rising over a newly formed valley. Just a few generations ago, your ancestors said, that valley didn't exist. It was buried beneath a wall of ice taller than any tree. Now, with the ice retreating, it's a place of ponds, low shrubs, and new grass pushing through the thawed soil. The world is transforming. To your left, the river, swollen from meltwater. Each year, it creeps a little higher. Elders say the old crossing stones disappeared 3 summers ago. Now you use driftwood rafts. You take a deep breath. The air smells of damp moss, birch bark, and fire smoke. The smell of a changing world. Behind you, the shelters of your group form a rough half circle. Small children play near the hearth. Someone tends the fire, gently adding thin sticks. A man sharpens his spearhead. The pace of life here is slow, but never idle. A woman ladles warm porridge into bark bowls. It's made from cracked wild grain, cooked with berries and honeyed root. She smiles as she hands it to you. Nearby, 2 travelers sit by the fire. They've come from a group further south. They're planting seeds now, one says. You raise an eyebrow. Seeds? Like, on purpose? Yes, he says. They choose the best grain, save it, and put it back in the earth each season. Why would anyone do that? Asks your brother. They say the plants come back stronger, bigger. The idea feels strange. You know the land. You know where wild grain grows in the spring, where berries bloom in summer. The thought of making plants stay put feels unnatural. But still, you listen. The fire crackles, the porridge warms your hands, and the idea of farming settles quietly in your mind. After the meal, you walk with an elder toward the river. He leans on a carved stick, moving slowly. When I was your age, he says, that ridge was forest. Now it's meadow. And the meadow beyond that used to be ice. You pause, looking out. The world is different now, he says. Animals change, plants move, even the stars feel different. He stoops to gather a handful of new green shoots. These didn't grow here before. Your grandmother called them sun's grass. Good in soup. You nod. You've tasted it. Sweet, a little peppery. All around, things shift. Seasons come earlier. Rains fall differently. Elders speak of birds that no longer come, but also of new creatures. Fast deer, fatter fish. It's not destruction, it's transition, and you are part of it. You join a group heading into the forest. Today you're gathering roots and early berries. Every person knows their task. Children carry baskets. Elders point out herbs. You walk slowly, scanning the underbrush. An older woman stops and points. See that one? She says. Tall leaves, 3 ridges, that's bitterroot. Don't eat it raw. But if you boil it 3 times, it heals fevers. You nod. You've heard this before. But she repeats it anyway, because memory fades, and knowledge must endure. Your fingers brush soft moss. You see signs of deer, scattered feathers, all clues. You gather slowly, carefully, never too much, always leaving enough for next season. This is not harmony with nature. This is a relationship, one based on respect and necessity. As you return to camp, laughter erupts. A group of hunters is back. They're carrying a young boar freshly caught. It wasn't planned. They saw tracks near the marsh, followed them, and got lucky. Everyone gathers to see. The animal will feed many, its hide will become clothing, bones for tools. Nothing wasted. Later, you help scrape the hide. It's slow work, but rhythmic. The scent is strong, the task familiar. An elder hums a song. You join in without thinking. As night falls, the sky opens wide. Stars fill the darkness. No lamps, no phones, just firelight and voices. People gather in a circle. Food is passed around, roasted meat, mashed roots, dried fruits. An elder begins a story. There was a time when the sky hung low, she says, and spirits walked openly among us. Children listen wide-eyed. You lean back, full from dinner, gaze drifting upward. The stars twinkle. Some you know by name. Others have new names now. New stories. The sky is a map, a memory, a comfort. You feel the weight of the day sink into your bones. Your hands are tired. Your mind is calm. Before sleep, you sit beside your uncle, who's chipping at a stone. Each strike is precise, deliberate. Too hard and it shatters, he says. Too soft and it dulls. The blade he's shaping will be used for weeks, maybe months. It must be right. This is technology, not of metal or wire, but of thought, care, and skill. You think about what your people know. How to make waterproof baskets, how to smoke meat, how to weave fibers into rope, how to track animals, how to predict weather. All of this passed down, not in books, but in breath, in practice, in living. You curl beneath your furs. Around you, your family settles in. The fire is low, its glow soft on the shelter walls. Someone whispers a song, a lullaby about rivers and stars. You remember it from childhood. The wind moves gently through the trees. An owl calls once, then silence. You are here at the end of the day, on a planet still reshaping itself. But you are warm, fed, safe. The world outside may change, but tonight, in this circle of breath and firelight, you belong. Sleep comes slowly, then all at once. If you're still awake, thank you for joining me on this quiet journey into the deep past. If you're already asleep, then perfect. That's where this story was always meant to end. Like and subscribe if you want more calming journeys through time. Leave a comment with where you're listening from. I love seeing the map of sleepy minds. Good night, traveler. Dream of mammoths, firelight, and the wisdom of ancient hands.